right, who's Shani's gonna do it from your side? Shani?
All right. Let's start from the bottom. This is me. This is my sister Megan. My mother. This is my grandmother. So this is the keeper of the story. This is the reason why we know Papa Renty. My grandmother used to tell stories all the time. So this is my grandmother, Maddie Pearl Thompson Lanier. Now, Frederick Douglass Thompson, we called him Fed. This is my grandmother's father. His father, Renty Taylor Thompson. His father, actually his father's daughter, Delia. And this is Papa Renty here. And this is the reason why we're here. We're asking that Harvard release these images. And then from this side, I'll turn over.
Yeah.
So,
Can we talk about, just for a second,
why
and talk about how challenging it is for African Americans to trace their roots, Tammy?
And I guess it's kind of an unspoken fact that the absence of these images says a lot, because we don't really have a heritage, because of the intention of slavery was to destroy the black family and to make us invisible. And these blank spaces here are from sharecroppers and former slaves who we don't have the luxury of having pictures and family photos of because of the circumstances of their servitude. So, this vacancy says a lot. It speaks to what the black culture endured.
And the only reason you have the two photos up here is because they were compelled for this racist study. So Tammy's answer, these would all be blank. And this is part of the problem. Look at the white side of the story.
This took about just minutes for my nephew to find photographs. Obviously, it's partly because they were prominent, but then we also have them because we have them.
Family photos.
Yeah. So this is Louis Agassiz, his daughter, Pauline Agassiz Shaw, who was a social reformer. We were taught all of the positive things, of course, about our ancestors, and we have Tammy to be grateful for introducing us to some of the shadow side. My great-grandmother, after whom I was named, her two sons, and then my mom and her cousins. And then these are pictures of the people, many of the people who have signed. So this is my generation, and then my children's generation.
What's significant about you and Tammy being in the same generation of descendants?
We were meant to connect. We have a lot
Well, I
in
think
common.
that I wrote to you, or when we first talked, I said, you're the great-great-great-granddaughter of Renty, and I'm the great-great-great-granddaughter of Louis Agassiz.
We have a lot in common.
We have a lot in common.
I don't know if the word is ironic, the fact that it is Agassiz who took those photos, and without him, I guess you wouldn't have those photos.
Right.
Is that sort of well, that's true. That's
Yeah.
a true statement.
Yeah, and let's be very honest. It was fate. They're forced together by history. That's what is so significant about this moment. They're forged together as sisters now by history. Had Agassiz not been trying to prove this fallacy of racial supremacy for white people, nobody would know Congo Renty today save her family. But my grandmother has this old saying, they meant it for bad, God meant it for good. And that's why they are now sisters forged together